I think I chose poorly. I either feel like I'm at church or I'm now in a coma.
I know, right?
Hey
He's
guys, how
just
are
waiting
y'all?
on us to
Yeah,
finally get through.
I know. It's like,
Like,
okay,
step it up. What's the
okay.
matter with y'all?
I know, right? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, the choir. Now I remember
It
sleeping
was
through
a choir.
church and my grandfather screaming at me on the way home.
See, that's the
Yay!
only way to get you to stay awake. Is that
What?
fire
My
and
granddaddy
brimstone.
screaming? Oh yeah, no, slam that Bible down. Whoop pow! That's the devil making you sleep through my sermon. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. I got in so much trouble. Laura
Road
was the cause
trips.
of most of it.
You just gotta love them road trips.
What road trips? Oh, you mean the one I
Traveler.
don't know. For those who don't know, I've already explained to Carol I'm in a coma today. So hi. No, oh my gosh. So, Hinako was with the baby in the grocery store today. And of course, he's being a baby in the grocery store at nap time. It
Oh
was not pleasant.
no.
Yeah, no. And I'm like, why didn't you bring him home? Why didn't you call me? And she comes home and she's like, "There's something wrong with this child." And I'm like, "He's possessed by a demon spirit, like all there's a reason it's called the terrible twos. It's a real thing." And you tried to
Exactly.
put him in a buggy he didn't want to go during nap time where he didn't want to be. Yeah, it was
Mm-mm.
not pleasant. Like now imagine doing that with two of them, which is what I had to do. And they're hitting each other and they're
Find a
pre-verbal
daycare.
and
Time to
they're
find a daycare.
that's what I told her. She's like,
Yep,
"Okay,
yep, yep.
okay,
Let him
okay."
play with all the other little ones his age, and they can all complain about not being going into the
Exactly. Carol, it was wonderful. Carol was here for a little while for my party. We had Red Kim, we had Haley, we had Matt, we had a bunch of people. It was so much fun.
Yep, yep, yep.
We had great fun.
It
So,
was.
yay. It lasted way too long, though. I think I went to bed about 2 a.m. I don't think I've recovered yet. It's like, yeah, and round about, I don't know, 1:30, I became like Maddie, like, don't you have a home? Why aren't you going?
That's why I got myself. I was like, I love you so much. I'm going home.
I know, yeah. That was 7 hours before the last person left, 7 or 8
And it
hours.
misted forever.
Oh
It
my
was a
gosh,
lovely job.
I know.
Anyway,
But yeah, it's so good to see hey, Norway, yay.
yeah,
So good to see
exactly.
all of y'all. Yay. So how much have you written, Carol?
I have not written anything.
Not
I've
really?
been going through edits.
Mm.
I find it hard to write when I edit.
I did 10 pages, but I edited 100. So
I know, right?
who's the mama now? Maddie's going, I hate you. I got a sentence written today. No, that's because your babies too.
I know because you can't edit and write at the same time. Stop it. Don't even try. The brain is
I
in
know.
two different modes. Quit.
Absolutely.
Right. Just right. Unless
I
your
know.
editor's waiting on stuff.
Here we go, Carol. I'll let you. There you go, baby. There's your question.
We were just talking about that, right?
Yeah, what is
Right.
the bet? Oh, that's it. Just
Just
right.
right. Yep. You got it right. You got it right.
That's all you got.
I mean, what else can you say? Find a place that you're comfortable in. If you need noise, go find a public place. If you need quiet, find a place at the house. If you feel
Noise
better writing
canceling headphones.
at the daytime, oh, I've never tried this.
Oh, I did. It kept me
If you can
sane.
top the daytime is easy, then go. If nighttime is easy, make a schedule where you can go and do. But other than that, it's just like sit your butt in a chair and start putting in words on your screen.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, you got nothing
Um,
to add with that?
I do actually. You know I do. Listen to your characters, not other writers. Writers writing advice, and this includes ours, it's like a buffet.
That's
If you
right.
like it, you take it. And if you don't, if it's your broccoli, you go, yeah, I'm gonna pass on the asparagus. And I'm gonna go back for a double helping over here of my mashed potatoes. So no, you
Exactly.
listen to your characters. Remember, it's your name on that book, and you're the
Mhm.
one they're gonna crucify on Amazon, nobody else. But don't let
Exactly.
anybody stop you from doing it because I know it's hard. We both know how hard writing can be.
Yes.
You gotta push on through no matter how much you wanna put your head in a grinder.
Mhm.
We're not gonna talk about that, are we? No, no. And Carol laughs because she knows it's true.
I know, right? Because it's funny.
Yes, yes, I'm glad you find humor in that. Aw,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you. I love Stygian. I
Cool.
miss Stygian. Keep wanting to go back and rewrite my other books and go, I should have added some more. It's that the curse of the ash and sticks thing. It's like, look, I can add scenes now. It's so much
Oh,
better.
really?
Yeah, yeah. Aw, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm it's grief in the holidays is so hard too. I'm so sorry, Randy. It's God, Carol and I talk about that a lot, especially being back here in Georgia
Mhm.
where my family should be. And unfortunately I have to go visit them in the cemetery now. And it's hard. The last couple of Christmases have really been tough for me. But thank you, Carol and my friends. They get me through. So hey. And of course the
Yep.
baby upstairs who I'm sure will
Grab
be
those people. Grab those people who
I
can help
know,
you out.
absolutely. I know as soon as he gets out of that bathtub, I'm gonna have a little visitor. It's true, it's true. But okay, so holiday. How do you stay sane writing in the holiday? Do you write, Carol?
How do I what?
Do you write? Do you Oh, hey, Jack's here. Yeah, 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 I don't have
And
ADD
then
at all,
Jax is
y'all.
back.
Um, writing during the holiday. Do you try or do you not? I know some writers who give it up for the holidays. Do you write?
Last couple of years, I think I've given it up.
Mm.
Mainly because this is prime shopping season for me. So,
That's why God
and
gave
Jim
us
is
all.
off, so I get to drag him out New Year's or Christmas Eve. So, hey,
Oh, yay, there you go. That's fun.
my sister and my son swore never again.
Oh, no, I worked retail for way too many years. Having worked retail, not enough beer in the world. Mm-mm, no.
I worked retail, but it was easier because I was in there every time, every day. So when things come in that I thought would be good, I could grab them. But
Yeah,
now
that's
I
true for
don't have
shopping.
that. Right.
But the crowds, oh my, you're like, I will get, if, let me through you to the register and I will help you. Please, people, part.
But since
So,
I have self, I'll just keep moving right behind you.
oh, they don't have self checkout in a bookstore.
So no, only have to take. I can edit it because that's all business yet. So I'm
It
playing
looks like
with
you're
two right
breaking
now.
up. You're breaking up a little bit. Oh no, it's 1 a.m. in the UK. I wish I were in the UK like Carol was not that long ago.
And it was freezing then too. And we
Look
were
at my
crazy enough to have
face.
the window open in the hotel.
I would have, but look at
Well,
my
I
face.
know, right? Because we can't open them here in the US, but over there,
Next time, take me.
you
Take
get to do
me.
that.
All right. Yes, there are more
There you
lead
go.
series coming out. We had two out of the shorter ones, Born of Blood and Eve of Destruction. And I'm waiting on release date. I'm hoping he'll come out, if not at the end of 2023, uh, early 2024, but I don't have the date yet. But yes, there are lots more league coming because there's so much I want to do with my league. I was thinking of Ren earlier. Well, actually, not just
Again,
Ren,
I
but
mean, that your mine
yeah,
circles back, circles back.
I know it's like, oh, I have not done one in a while. I love Indiana. God, Beverly, that was her name. There was a media escort in Indiana named Beverly. I loved her. Anytime we went, she would always escort us. I miss her.
Ah,
Ah, here's an interesting one from Caro to you, Carol.
oh, to pick up when the holidays are done. No, Kara, it's because I'm a pantser. When I go through and put a stop to something and then go through and say the last little thing, the minute that I go back into it, I can go through and just pick up writing again where I left off because at that time the characters grab me and the story just continues. So I don't do notes unless there's something. that comes up that I have to decide, and then I always have a book nearby just in case because in the 80s I got tired of keeping a whole lot of little napkins, so I learned I always keep a book handy.
So, do you have any book New Year's resolutions for 2023?
I don't do resolutions.
I don't either. I tried, but I learned that I'm easily distracted. I don't
Why?
like setting myself up for failure.
Exactly.
Okay, here's a good one. I moved back home to New Zealand from Canada and have gone from, I wish I knew Celsius, but I think that's cold. I know zero is freezing. So I know 21 below zero is freeze is it colder than freezing. And 25 I'm not sure about. But anyway, how do you function and write in the heat? I'll let you
If
go
I don't
first.
if I don't have to go anywhere, short shorts and air conditioning and a fan
And a fan.
and a
Well,
fan.
I will say this because, well, like Carol, I'm from Georgia. Well, no, you're not from Georgia. You're from the land of the cold. I grew up down here in Georgia, and I actually spent my youth in Fort Benning, and then I moved to Atlanta. Um, the heat. I won't say it doesn't bother me because I hate heat, but I'm used to heat because basically it's really all I've ever known. I remember when they first started taking me up to Ann Arbor, I had to buy a real winter coat because down here they're kind of mild. Or the first time when I first moved to Virginia, and my car locks. Do you remember this, Carol? When you lived there, the car locks would freeze, and I had to get to work, and I didn't know
What?
what was going on. The car lock would freeze. The door lock in your car would freeze. Did you never try and drive in the morning? Because I'd have
Sure,
to go
but
out
we
to
never
the
had that
top.
problem.
Oh no, in Richmond we did, and it's like, let me in. But yeah, that was the weirdest thing when I moved to Richmond.
I lived a good long
'Cause
time in PA, and that wasn't a
yeah, I didn't
maybe
know your
because
door
our
lock could freeze.
things were in the excuse me, were in the opposite the wind.
Oh, that would make sense. But my car, you may have had a garage or a carport. We did not. We were in an
No, we
apartment
just pulled up in the driveway.
house.
But there were
Okay.
times when I backed in, so because I knew I was going to have to drive over
Mm.
snow,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
it wouldn't be a
That's
thing.
because yeah, it's like yeah, and that's back when we didn't have the pop-a lock you do now, where you actually had to stick that key in and
Yeah, I know you had a real key.
yeah, boy.
Ah.
To have him get his APA one day. I gotta get caught up on so many books, and
if
then
he
I would
doesn't,
like
if
to.
he doesn't get
There's
killed.
yeah, we gotta get through, let's see. Well, Xander's done, but let's see, Xander, then there's Jaden, then there's wait, there's one more. No, am I that close to Savitar? I
Yeah.
am.
Is it like just two or three books? Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm that close to Savitar now.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm so used to it being
Believe it or not.
Shadow Shadow Fallen's out. Yeah, Xander, all that's left is Jaden and Savitar then. Okay.
There you
Boy,
go.
that went faster than I thought it would.
Ha ha. Ha. See, you're doing good.
Yeah, I know,
Now
right?
you're going to be
Yeah.
surprised.
Erica, thank you, baby. I hope
Oh,
blessings to you too, sweetie. I hope those darkest hours are not there anymore. So yeah, that's hard. I hate. Ugh. Okay, Laura, to you, Caro.
who loathes editing? Make a game
'Cause
out of
you
it.
are an editor. You are an editor.
Yep.
I like
Yep.
to edit 'cause to me that's where the books come alive.
Just
I polish them,
you can do
but I'll
weird
leave that
things.
one.
A friend of mine goes through and tells a computer to read it to her, and then she runs around and does homework, does housework, and then if something glitches like Tourette's of the brain, then she goes back and catches it real quick and then starts it over. I make a game, and I'm going to do a chapter. I will read it backwards, forwards, sideways. Um, it's not one of my favorite. When I first started, it wasn't my favorite, but now it's like my brain has turned it into a game, Laura. So it's like I'll be reading right along, and they go, "Oh, that's wrong. That's so wrong." Okay, fix that one. And then if you read it in an editorial state of mind, I love the word just. So just comes up just about every sentence because you had to just use just because that's the way it goes. So I will
Are
go
you
through and
picking on
grab
me,
and so
Carol?
many, huh?
Are you picking on me on that one?
No, no,
And
no,
that's the
that's
word.
me. I had to
Oh,
break my, I had to break my habit. Just this is the South. Everybody says just all the time.
I thought
So
the
yeah,
one, the one you're reading for me now, isn't that the word?
yeah,
Every book
you
I
have,
pick a new word to overuse, and sadly, it is
yeah.
never the same word. It's so
No,
annoying.
she's like, what is it? I said, do you realize you've used just in like 25 times in the first 20 pages or something?
No. Did I really? No, I don't remember
Eh,
you telling me
eh,
to
eh.
give me the actual count. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing.
It
I
was a
remember when it was
lot.
Night Pleasures, it was seriously, because seriously was seriously on every other sentence, and my editor's like, "Can we strike a few hundred of these?" I'm like, "Yes, please." And I don't know why I don't see them until somebody goes, "Okay, that needlessly in the book is
Because when we disappear and the people are all reacting
yeah,
back to us, then it's really easy to just go with that flow. It just simply happens. I was going to say just, but yeah, try and make it a game, Laura. It is. It when I like I said when I first started out, it was dragging. I hated it, but now I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. It's not anything I wrote, not anything I did, so it's nice.
that is true." Jax, they were amazing. I didn't do the shabu shabu. That was Hinako. And it was amazing. Okay, I did do the little dumplings, but she did the rest of it. It was amazing.
So you're learning.
You mean no, the dumplings I've been making for years. They're not really Japanese. They're whatever it is. I throw in them. I don't know. I
Oh,
like them. They're my monstrosity, but they're
oh,
good.
gotcha. You're
And
very
yes,
on
still
creation.
we are we are still doing it. Tickets are going to be sold. I have to meet. Oh my god, I missed the meeting today. That was one thing I meant to tell you, Carol. I was supposed
Oh,
to meet
really?
with my entrepreneur people today.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I got a
no.
call 30 minutes. Are you coming in? It's like, no, I'm so incredibly sorry, but yeah,
Okay.
my day was a little bit special
Um,
today.
here's a
But yeah,
little bit of
hmm?
a spanner in the works. We're hearing grumbles that the Jubilee won't be coming out. So we may have to cancel that whole thing next
What
year.
jubilee? What are you talking about?
The ship Jubilee, we're going to go back over to London this year.
Oh, I'm sorry,
You
Carol.
are
I'm
not.
so
Look at that
sorry.
grin.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're waiting for official notice now, but it's been in the news. Supply chain issues. I know, right? So it's going to open up a few more weeks in that time
I feel
frame.
so bad that I'm happy, and I shouldn't be. I'm so sorry for you, but that was
That's what Jim said.
hard.
Well, I've got news. And I was like, you take that news and go right on back out that door. I don't want to hear it. But we're hearing that it won't happen. So the October
I'm
signing of
sorry that I'm
barbecue
so
it gives you a few more weekends to play with.
yay, good.
Just a heads up
I
there.
should not be that happy. I should not be that happy. And I'm gonna go to confession on that one. But anyway, so yes, we are still doing the barbecue. I gotta get with Tina. She is, I think, home finally. She
Oh,
travels
really?
more than
Okay.
I fine, but she does her big New Year's Eve bash or New Year's Day bash. I can't wait. Oh my god. If
Ah,
y'all don't see me after New Year's, you will know I ate so much at Tina's party that I popped. So,
we just roll you on.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it is not over. Oh, and it's okay, Randy, please. That's what we're here for, is to answer questions. So, no, it
To
is
catch
not
up
over.
everybody.
Do what?
I said, catch up everybody.
Yeah. Um, where am I going? I totally spaced. Oh, the next Chronicles of
Nick.
Ninja
Nick.
should be out next year. No, I'm reading that and then I'm reading three. I don't.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, I don't. You know this. Yeah, I don't multitask well. So wait, I've got to read and answer questions simultaneously. My brain is going, no, we can't do that. Oh, here we go. Do you have any advice? Well, as y'all have probably noticed in this, I have ADHD. If you're having trouble focusing on your story, then you probably need to do what I do, which is get up, walk around until you can focus again. That's what I do. Carol, what do you do? Did you freeze?
I
Oh, there you are.
don't have any idea. Hmm. Take it in little bites, maybe. Just go through
Okay.
and don't punish yourself for not doing but 50 words because those 50 words are important because it moves everything along. And then if you get distracted or go off somewhere, then there you go. And then just don't feel bad. Don't beat yourself up. I mean, every word is a good word.
Oh, on this, Julie, yeah, I they didn't tell me the date. They announced it before they had cleared it with me, and unfortunately, the date that they had chosen, I was already pre-booked to another event. So I'm very,
Mm,
very sorry for that confusion. Yeah, I know. I hate when that happens. Um, but yeah, they I love them, and I know they're gonna have a great event, and it should be a lot of fun. But yeah, they picked a weekend where I was already obligated. It's like, oops. It's that I
gosh.
hate when that happens. It does happen. We always try to be very careful. It's like, don't announce it till we double check everything. But yeah, and it should be. Yeah, here we go. What Julie said. There are a lot of people going. Oh wait, yep. Lots of authors are attending. And I would have
Oh.
loved to have done it because I do love Denver. Have you ever seen they've got gargoyles? Have you been there, Carol? They've got gargoyles in
No,
the
I
airport.
didn't go. RWA had nationals out there, and I
Oh,
missed it
yeah.
the year that one of my editors fell and hurt herself so bad. But
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. That was all the Denver, and I couldn't go. And she got out there, and oh, it was a mess. It was just
Nope.
a mess.
I'm sorry. But yeah, hopefully maybe next year I hope if they don't I forgot what I'm doing that weekend, but yeah. And I think it was a big event too. I want to say it was almost Comic-Con, but I can't remember. But anyhow, yes, Carol, thank you because I always forget to tell people, please hit that like button if you're watching us on YouTube. Um, as for NYC, I don't know. As far as I know, it's not on the schedule yet, but I never say never. I love going to New York, so I don't know. Con Carolinas, we're not doing Con Carolinas. What are we doing in the Carolinas? I love Con Carolinas. I would love to do it
That's why I
again.
was just looking to see what we had.
Yeah, that's
Saga,
John's. What is it?
Saga.
Saga.
Yep,
Yes,
Saga.
John's event. It's gonna be so much fun. I think it's in March.
Um, yep, the 10th, 11th, 12th, not 10th, 11th, something that weekend.
It's gonna be a bunch of authors. It should be a ton, ton of fun. We are
Okay,
very much looking forward to that.
super.
Have you ever gotten bored writing a story? I've done. Oh no, I've never done fan fiction. Did you ever do fan fiction, Carol?
I don't know because I don't know what it is.
The answer is
Like,
yes.
oops, I don't have a clue on that. I see it a lot, and I wanted to research it, and it always blows
Oh,
because it's at a convention. Like, what is fanfic? What is fanfic?
fanfic is where you take a show like Supernatural and you write about the characters. You take them off and write a story about them. That's
Oh
fan fiction. So yeah,
no, that would be somebody else's world. That's a little bit tougher to. That's
yeah.
a little
See,
bit
that's
tougher
how I
to
always
do with.
felt. It's like no, that's I would. I was that person. I always wanted to play my own worlds,
Yeah,
and I wish
yeah,
I had my own world. So it's like, yeah. So yeah, I never did fan fiction, but to
yeah.
answer the question, I won't say I've
What
gotten
is
bored.
it?
I've gotten stuck writing a story. I've never been bored writing a story. Um, and I usually find that it helps if I kill somebody off badly. I may go back and delete it, but a lot of times that'll help me get moving forward again. Um, have you ever gotten bored, Carol?
No, no. I've gotten backed up, and they talk too fast, and I have to catch up and that kind of thing. But no, I can't say I've ever gotten bored. Even in school, even I love writing. So yeah, no.
Do we have something in Florida next year?
Seems like
We haven't
there's
this
something
year.
ringing a bell,
Seems like there was something.
unless we're just going to run away. Hmm. Um, Huntsville. Then behind that Saga. No, I don't think we do. I mean, at least through April. And that's Puff. So through the 1st of June, we don't have anything.
Okay.
Unless you haven't told me yet.
Oh,
Pensacon. When's Pensacon?
oh, Pensacon. We are doing something
Pensacon.
in Florida. February, Pensacon. I knew there was something in Florida.
I was going to
Pensacon
say,
in February. Yes, Pensacon. And then where is Saga? I know it's, I want to say North Carolina, but I can't remember.
Saga is in North Carolina, but I don't remember exactly where.
Probably around Durham, but again, don't take that to church. I am just kind of flying. Yeah, I would love to go to Australia. I would give anything. I was supposed to go before all crap broke loose, sadly.
Really?
I need to do this, Edith. I have my friend Vicky is from Puerto Rico, and I keep promising her I'm going to do that one day. I promise, because I keep yeah for you and for Vicky. I need to do that. Vicky is just had a birthday too. She's my other Sagittarius buddy. Let's see. I know I'm trying to catch up over here while you're looking at that.
I don't have
Yeah.
it down, and I'm not sure why because maybe I was going on a cruise, so I won't be there.
Ah. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
which case,
Yes.
that's going to be like the
Nancy and I
24th
will
and
miss you.
25th. Do
Nancy and
what?
I will miss you.
Yeah.
Nancy and I will miss you. And who else may go? I think Red Kill may go
Aw.
if she can. She said she'd try.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah. All you people who are, here's another one about fan fiction. You know, I love the people who do fan fiction. I'm always flattered when they choose to do it. I'm blocking you, Carol. I'm always
No, you didn't.
flattered when y'all. Oh, on mine you are. Um, I'm flattered when you guys choose to do Dark Hunter because I'm so glad that it inspires people. That's why we do Sanctuary, the anthologies, because I think
Mhm.
it's very cool. And you know, I was the first author who actually legitimized because you know back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, authors tended to poo-poo fan fiction, but to me, I've always thought it was such a great, you know, I love you guys, and I'm glad you love my characters. So we found a legal way for people to participate in the series, and yay! I was glad that I helped to spearhead that. So
Yeah, I couldn't find exactly where Saga was.
I know, right?
Mhm.
I'm trying to read. I'm sorry, y'all. Go
I know,
ahead.
right? Because there's so, and I'm way, way back.
I know, right? Oh, I got
Somebody
that one.
was just driving through ice in Virginia.
Oh my God, no.
I had to work Super Bowl day at Godfather's when we were stationed there. And I went bopping on along and I had a little T1000, tells you how old it was long ago,
Oh
and I
my
loved
God.
it. And I hit black ice on a bridge and I started going
Oh
this
no.
way and I hit the end of the bridge like this and the car jerked straight forward and I was like, okay, next time we got to slow down over these bridges. Be careful,
Oh
ice.
yeah, I hate black eyes. Oh, that is the bad. The
Oh
one
yeah.
thing about living up in Tennessee, the 20 years I was unfortunately there, that was so bad. We had so many people from the north who were like, "Oh, you Southerners, you don't know how to drive in snow, but we do." And it's like, yeah, we don't have snow. We have black ice, and then they're off. You know, usually they
Stop.
took a couple of cars with them. It's like, no, please don't do that. But yeah, when is the next book coming out? I don't know. I'm waiting for my publisher to give me the date. Hopefully, it'll be 2023, but I don't know. So hopefully, it has to be 2023. I can't imagine we won't have one. But yeah, I wish there was a real one too. Actually, there is a bar in New Orleans that opened up, and I'm sure it has nothing to do with my series, but they did open up a sanctuary but it's off the beaten path in New
Serious?
Orleans. Yeah,
That's
but no,
awesome.
it has nothing to do with mine. So, but yeah, I
Oh,
think it's cool
wow.
that they may not have it now. This was like 2 years back that they opened one up. So I think that's kind of cool. But I'm not taking credit for it. I think they just opened it up and named it.
That is cool.
Oh, it's in Winston-Salem. Thank you, Jackie. Saga 2023 is Winston-Salem. March
Winston-Salem.
20th and
Okay.
Sunday 12th. No, that's wrong. That's impossible. It can't be March 20th to March 12th.
Sagas.
I'm not the only one who's dyslexic. I love it. Yay.
I got the 10th and 11th.
Thank you, Kylene. I appreciate it so much. I do have more league works, the league works, league books in the works. I should have one of the ebooks coming out next year. That's my plan. Knock wood. If I
Okay.
get everything, all my ducks in a row. Carol, what books of yours do you recommend starting with?
Mitch for the Draken. And if you're into a deeper, fuller military story, then that would be the Summit Sanctuary or Sanctuary of the Summit or
There we go.
yes, because I was looking for it this year too.
I know. I'm sorry. I thought it was this year. Oops. And my
I
editor's
know.
like, no, 2023. And then they're going to do one in 2024. So we are getting them. I know. I know they don't. I swear I had an email saying it was coming out this year. It's like, oh, oh.
Okay.
I know, right? It's coming. It's coming as soon as we can get it. We're trying. Yeah, I want more pirates. Here we go. Arr.
Or there you
I
go.
taught that to the baby now. Arr. I want more pirates too. Sadly, my publisher said no. But we have space pirates. Ren's coming. So I do kind of still get to write pirates. They're just not in cool costumes. Well, they're kind of in
Hmm.
cool. They're not in traditional cool costumes. So, ah, thank you. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año. But no, God, my baby. No, wait, I hit the wrong one. This one. Oh, there we go. There we go. That is my
Oh, there you
baby's
go.
favorite song. It's so cute. My mother, my uncle Carlos. Those were always their two favorites. And yeah, my babies. Now he'll sit there and do when it starts playing, and then he makes you play it again. It's the cutest little thing. I love my
Oh,
baby. Alrighty, here's a good one. Villains, heroes, or side characters. It depends on the book
and
for me. What about
you
you?
keep freezing.
Who, me? You keep freezing. Are you going to answer this one?
Yeah. So what did you ask?
Oh, hero. It's up there. See right here. Heroes, villains, or side characters.
For what?
I imagine which do you prefer?
I would guess the
Okay, you're
heroes. Military. Yep, the heroes.
there. You go.
Makes the villains shine better. And the side characters because they have to be there.
I like all of them. I have no idea, Vicky. No idea.
Because somebody higher up decided that pirates were not any part of literature anymore. They're passe. They're gone. You can't write pirates.
Well, they were passe when I wrote them back in the '90s. I remember. I
And look, and
I
then they
always
grabbed
pick
them.
on Kathy Maxwell for this because Kathy was like when I wrote the first of the Sewell's book. She's like, seriously, do you ever want to sell a book again?
Really?
Oh my god, you don't know this story? You don't know the story?
I
Did I
don't
not tell you
reckon.
this? Oh my god. So yeah, no. And I knew it wasn't because nobody had written a pirate book in I don't know a billion years at that point.
That one, the
And
Bottom's River?
Yeah, no, and, um, and this is years before Pirates of the Caribbean, and so they're like, "Why are you wri it's in 1791, nobody writes a book set in 1791." So, yeah, no, I lost my agent over that book that is now still in print, I don't know, 20, 30 years later. I think it's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
I know,
Wow.
right? Yes.
Mm,
Yeah, no, this is
that's
years
crazy.
before yeah, this is years before Pirates of the Caribbean, and the actually, now Pirates is kind of I hate to say passe, but it's getting a little long in the tooth. They and yeah.
Well, I don't know if they're trying to write historically like Johnny Depp pirates or if they're trying to follow, history or if we're just blopping today's people in that era and then making pirates.
Deirdre, okay, now clarification. No, I've never the closest thing to that would be my brother Buddy, is basically Bubba Burdette, just because I love my brother and I had to pay homage to him, because I miss him so much. But really, that's the only thing from real life that's ever inspired. What about you, Carol?
Um, yeah, yeah, all my people pretty much are inspired by real life people. Not
Oh
so much
yeah.
shows, books, and movies, but the people who kicked off their big ass boots and sat down in the living room and eat 4 gallons of chili that I made. Those people are amazing.
That is the truth.
So yeah, I have done that.
Well, I guess
I
as
know
far
they
as
work
that goes,
super quick.
maybe, well, my dad. I mean, I think there's a little of my dad in most of my heroes because my dad, being Army, well, especially the lead, because I mean that's basically the discussion. But the characters themselves are very, very different from my family. As I tell my brother and told him again during my birthday, son, you're just not that interesting. Although he thinks he is. I love my brother.
There you go.
I love I do
Hey
love him. He's
Meg.
so funny. Oh wait, is Meg here? Hey girl, there
Yep,
you are.
she was late.
I'm glad you stopped by. We gotta get together, my friend. I
I
agree,
know,
Tiffany. Mine were not. But I won't
right?
say blah to
Hmm.
them. I'm hoping they'll change their mind. So no blah to the publisher, but hopefully
There
they'll
you
let me. If I can squeeze in the 15 minutes at night when I sleep, if I could squeeze in a pirate book, they'd probably do it. But I got to get it done. I got to get caught up.
go. Huh. That would be interesting.
Right? Oh, here we go. That is fun. Oh, she's in Alabama. What are you doing in?
You
Oh,
went to
hey,
Alabama without us? What's the
I
matter
know,
with
right? Where are you in Alabama, girl?
you?
And why are you there with the tornadoes? Did you see all the
Yeah,
tornadoes
really.
in Mississippi? Holy God. Oof. Why? They hate
Yeah, you're not
Nancy.
supposed to run into them.
I know, right? Go away. It's like Diana and I years ago, I think it was the Ash tour, and they sent us down to Orlando. We're like, there's a hurricane down there. Why are you sending us into the hurricane? And this is when you know you love your I should be signing stuff. Oh well. Anyway, this is when you know that you have great fans and because there were so many there and we're like, why? Why are you driving in a hurricane? Thank you. And I love you. But yeah. Oh, she's in Birmingham. Oh my God, she is right down the street. We could have gone with Meg and seen Nancy. We could have been partying
I
tonight.
was gonna say we could use
That
instead
could
of
have
a
been a lot of
hurricane party,
fun.
have been tornado parties. Okay, I gotcha.
Well, that's a little scarier. But hey. Oh my God, this is
Oh,
funny. Oh, that is funny. I like that.
that's
Simi
adorable.
would be proud. Simi would be proud.
Exactly, the Simi would love that.
Ben, we have been talking about pretty much everything, writing advice, but right now we're kind of segued off into tornado land and semi-mobiles.
Yeah, we just left the pirate contingent.
Oh yeah, we were talking about pirates 2 minutes ago. Who knows where we'll go next? I think we got a final question. I love you, Teresa.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, Grundy.
Oh,
We were talking about Grundy just this weekend. It was fun.
yep,
I'm
most
always up for
definitely.
an adventure. I'm al Going into, saga should be fun. Oh my gosh. So what's your I know we've talked about this before, but what is your favorite convention? Do you have one?
I do not.
Really?
I do not. Mm-mm.
What are you looking forward to most next year for conferences for writing? Which do you think is the most helpful for since we have so many newer authors?
Yeah,
Which do you think's the best for beginners?
Eminem.
I mean, really?
You don't think they cover the
Art
basics? I mean, if you can get somebody up there, that there's some basic things that are really good. Um,
mm, yeah, I
RWA
can
used to
see
go
that.
through and run a basic. Who else has?
Well, RAM is really good. I forgot what the acronym is for, but RAM does a really good one. But
Okay,
I'm always
haven't
looking
been to that
forward.
one, so I don't know.
I'm always looking more. I mean, because yeah, you get the basics, but you get the basics lots of different places. Like the Atlanta committee one that I sent you the link for earlier
Yeah, Atlanta's
today.
Writer Club.
Yeah, yeah, that one. So you get that at a lot of different places. Creatures was great. I think that's one of the best for an aspiring author to learn basic skills. C3 up in Maryland.
Yeah,
That especially if you're writing cross genres or you're not tied to one genre. I think they have a lot of great stuff that they do. But yeah, it really to me the best conferences really depends on what you're trying to get out of them.
right.
Artpreneur, which is here in Georgia in the springtime, does an amazing job teaching you the business, and I think that that's probably one of the saddest things is that we talk more about the craft, which we need to. Don't get me wrong, the craft is awesome, but we do need to
Hmm.
talk about actually the business basics, and
Right.
that's why we're doing. I've my friend Charlene is the one who does Artpreneur here in at Trilla Studios next April, and we're running a separate track for writers, not writers only. I mean, you can come in if you're an artist too, but we're doing yeah, yeah. I think that'll be a great one for writers who want to actually promote their stuff, learn the business. I can't talk tonight. The business. So yes. And yes, Dragon Con. Always Dragon Con. Will we see more Dream Hunters in upcoming books? The last one that came out is the Dream Hunter and Jaden's book. Lots of Dream Hunters. So I thought there'd be more in Queen of All Shadows, but not really. But you will see a number of them in Jaden's book. So yeah, you got
Yeah, they
quiet.
generally offer a little bit about beginning writers that will help a beginning writer.
Right.
Yeah, but like you said, it's what you
But,
want to get out of it.
right. And Dragon Con, they do a great writer's track too. And it's
Hmm.
Dragon Con. I love Dragon Con. Dragon Con's home for me. So I've been going to it since its inception, what, 40 years now? Forever. So yeah, I love it. Do you have a favorite to visit? What about you? Or is there a place you haven't been that you want to? Carol, I'll let you go.
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, it depends on. I mean, I have to go back to Newport, Vermont, Derbyline, Vermont, just because that's where I was born, and so every so often my soul needs to get recharged. Um, but I don't know that there's. I mean, there's a bunch that are. We were stationed in a lot of beautiful places. Um,
Oh, Charleston.
yeah,
Out of
Charleston was great.
Charleston and Williamsburg for you are my favorites.
I was going to say we started out in Williamsburg when they moved the boat, and then we were in Newport News, and then we were in Virginia Beach, and then we were down in Chesapeake. And so, there's not a bad place to be there. Um, I'm learning places in Florida that aren't so bad, but yeah, got any of those. But we've driven. I've been through every state on the East Coast, so there's a lot of places through there um, that we still have friends that we still run off to and this kind of stuff to visit. So there's not really a favorite. There's just a bunch of them that aren't home. What about you? I
Oh,
mean, other
you know,
Williamsburg.
Williamsburg, New Orleans, Pensacola, those are my babies. There are other places that are really nice, like San Diego, I love, but no, those are my 3 home places where, those are my touchstones I need to get back to. It's, fairly frequently, or I start, I don't know. I just, I feel the need to be in touch with my ancestry of those 3 places, so.
Yup. Yeah, there's just something about that.
Mhm. And
Hey,
then
hey.
yes, y'all will be
Hey,
happy. I
hey.
think most of you know, but for those who don't, we have option Dark Hunter and Chronicles of Nick. I have no news. I keep wanting for an update, but given that it's the holidays, I'm not expecting to hear anything till February. So as soon as I hear something, though, I'll be happy to let y'all know.
Quick, quick. That better be in
I
the
know.
newsletter.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, here. Hey. For you. For you, Carol.
What was that arrest story? Oh, oh, well,
Williamsburg. Williamsburg.
no, no, no.
Well, you said
I
you
did the
had
Williamsburg
2.
arrest story.
Oh, okay.
I,
Do you have 2 arrests?
yeah, yeah. I have a juvie arrest
Okay. Do I
because I
dare
got
ask?
caught. I got caught. I know, right? Because I got caught fighting in Atlanta in the 70s. So, as a juvenile back then, um, I had very short hair because mom thought we just ought to have short hair because my sister had a habit of going to bed with gum. So we were
Oh,
always
God.
we were always no hair. And I wore big clothes and I was I was I ran with a gang and we ran up against another gang and there was a scuffle. Okay. And so I stayed back to go through and let some of the others get out and then somebody come at me with a chain, and so I engaged, and the police rushed in, and when I backed up, and he went through and grabbed me, and then turned me loose, and then grabbed me again because I'm not
Oh.
small breasted, and he
Oh.
snatched me. I was
Oh
like,
my
oh,
god.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble now.
Oh
This way it's
my
going to
god.
be. We're getting. And so I got arrested then for fighting in Atlanta when Atlanta was the crime capital of the world. And
Is
those
it
records are
still
sealed.
wait a minute, has that changed?
No, yeah. Yeah. Actually, we passed the torch on to, I want to say DC. Is that who the
No.
capital is now? The crime
I
capital?
had
I
no
heard it
idea. I
on the
thought it
news a
was
couple
US.
months ago. Yeah,
I
so it
still
has
thought
changed.
it
So that's when I got arrested for being down there in a gang, and I got all kind of because things were different in the 70s, and I was a girl, and I shouldn't have been out there, and I wasn't supposed to be. No, I got lectured and lectured and lectured, but luckily one of the guys came back and vouched for me, and the arresting officer was actually nice enough to release me into his custody, and then I just
was.
got a whole lot smarter about not getting caught.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Those were the times. That was another yeah, 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 gangs are not pretty. It's not a
Yeah,
but,
no, that's true.
I don't have
That's
any
true.
problem engaging nobody, and I'm 60 years old. I will still take you out from under me, be okay.
And that's
Uh-huh.
why I'm afraid of Carol.
So, the
Right
second
there.
arrest story.
That's why I'm afraid of Carol. No, God,
Moving on.
my story pales in such, because my big high school brush with the law was, and that wasn't even me, that's what's so bad. because I had the mohawk and the leather with the chains on it. Of course, it had to be me. I had two friends who were real preppy and had, the short cropped hair.
Oh,
They looked like your typical little preppy wealthy kids, and they were.
right.
With little eyes and little khaki
Down to the
shorts.
loafers.
Yeah, their little loafers, and here I am looking like, well, I came from the wrong side of the tracks, which I did. So anyway, and when I grew up. You got to remember, I had a family where they actually did demolitions. We had dynamite in the car all the time because of what my uncle and my cousins did. I can remember in sixth grade, if you see one of these and it's the blasting caps, make sure you tell the authorities. Well, I had one wrapped around my wrist. I'm like, oh, never mind. 'Cause we played with that stuff. We didn't know. But because we
Right.
played with that, one of my cousins had third-degree burns over 90% of his body, so I do know what happens when it goes wrong. I'm afraid of firecrackers or any of that stuff. I don't want it near me because, again, once you've seen somebody who's been burned that badly where they've had skin grafts and it's horrifying. So I want nothing to do with fire. So I warned them because they were in my car going to Rocky Horror at midnight. If you set that off in the theater, you will walk home. Well, of course, I'm sitting there watching my movie, doo, 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 and next thing I know, a jumping jack goes sailing into the front of the theater. What? And I knew who had done it. Who are you? So, yeah, they have to clear the theater. And as we're going out, they're like, you did it. We know you did it. We have a witness. I'm like, buddy, you ain't got a witness because I didn't do it. And he's doing the whole cop thing and, "Arr, I'm going to call your mother." And anybody who's ever met my mother, I am positive there are people still in therapy from a 5-minute conversation with her. My mother was not a kind person, especially if you got on her bad side. I could just imagine. My mother was the kind of person. I remember, I was in high school and she was returning something. I kept looking at the clerk going, "Do what she says. It will not go well for you." And I intervened, which was my mistake, and I had the chain from my nose to my ear. And my mother whips on me. And she's like, "Are you kidding? I'm sitting here with a human porcupine. Do you even have a mirror?" So, it's like, no, no, my mother was not a kind person. And I'm looking at the cop going, "I tell you what, I will pay for you to call my mother and wake her up because my mother knows I'm mortified and terrified of anything to do with fire. I will pay. I will dial the phone. You tell my mama because I know you will be in therapy forever." And so then about that time, the little cutie person stood up and went, "It was me, officer. I did it." And we got banned for life from the movie theater. So pales in comparison to yours. It was at South Lake. You know the theater. You
I
know
do
the theater.
know. I do know.
Banned for life from there.
I know
So
that's why
yeah.
Jonesboro never had a working toilet because M80s are a quarter stick of dynamite and you could buy them without a license.
Oh, I know. Yes, trust me. Ask what happened to the bathroom in my house. Why we
Oh, in
didn't
the
have one.
house? No. They kept blowing them up at school.
No, they
Not the
blew
house.
ours up. And I'm like,
Oh
really?
my
You don't
gosh.
have a bathroom now. Why?
There you
Why?
go. What's the matter with you? Not everybody's a pointer. Some of us are sitters.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Alexandra, I would love to. I did that one time, although the Canadian border people don't like me. They
Why?
almost didn't let me. Oh no, I told you this story where they were like, I was going out to Arizona diet. I had all these Nutrisystem bars, and so customs opens it up, and they're like, "What are you doing with all this food? Are you going to sell it while you're up here?" I'm like, "No, I'm a fat woman. I like to eat. That's why I'm fat. Would you give me my Twinkies? Let's go." Yeah. So I always get stopped. Diana used to. I
We
told you.
used to we used to leave Riverdale, go up to the farmer's market, fill up the car with all kind of fruits, and then drive up to Vermont. We stay there a day, rest up, get back in the car, take all that over across the border
No,
to
see, no,
friends.
you don't want me in the car with you. It will not go well.
It's
No,
so much has changed.
I have the same. No, it has. Ask Jackie. It has not changed. I have
Oh, it's
Jackie.
changed from then. Yeah. Now
No.
even the family have to have a passport to walk across the library. So yeah, no.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. You want to write? Yay! Can you offer pointers on how to tell an original story? Don't do what other people do. If there's something you know, and especially if it's popular, go find your own thing. I mean, at the time I started Dark Hunter, there was no such thing as a group of immortals. I mean, when I started Dark Hunter, it was 1984. There was nothing else out there like it. There was this predates Buffy by forever. What, 6, 7 years? Um, predated Lost Boys. There was nothing out there. The best thing I can tell you to do on your paranormal is, I know a lot of people go, read everything and write that. Don't. Make it your own. If you really want to stand out and build a long career, go find your own little niche. And I think that's the best advice I can give. What about you, Carol?
True, but it depends on how you're approaching paranormal romances. See, you read a lot of them, but what your brain has done is sieved through all that information and then it's given you an idea. So take all the little bits and pieces that you have and see if it won't hold together to go through even just a short story. If you can just write a short story that's original, then of course you can go through and add dimension layers and time to it and make a larger one. But if your brain is already picking things apart, then there's things there that trust your instincts. And if you go through and you get it down on paper and you read it and it's like, this is just like what I watched last time, then scrap it. Um, and I don't mean throw it away. Just put it in a file and put it in a file and then start back over with something else. And that'll go through and help. If there's something like, excuse me, you want a talking cat or a talking horse, or um, if they keep bats, or if they're falconers, or I mean something like that that's original that you like, maybe they collect something, then that would be something that would kind of like introduce into it, and you can follow that. So just little things, any little thing can make it different enough so that it's not a rubber stamp of somebody else's work.
That's true. Yeah, that is very,
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I actually have an
Is it
inkling of it.
gonna?
I have an inkling, but it may be I no spoilers. Never mind.
Really?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Good night, Natasha. Thank you for joining us. But yeah,
Night.
no. Oh, I love you guys too. Y'all are making me feel warm and fuzzy over here. Aw. Oh, I love them. Look, they're so sweet.
Aw.
I know, right? Oh, I love y'all. Yay. Sorry. This
No, you're good.
was
You get
awesome.
warm and fuzzy. It's been one of those days.
I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I've been opening Christmas cards and
Oh,
stuff from
she's
from
in St.
fans
I would go
too.
back to St. Kitts in a minute.
Oh,
I
where's
love
St.
that
Kitts?
island.
Wait, I don't know this island. Where is this island?
Way south. St. Kitts and Nevis is the little volcanic islands out there at the end of Lord, I'm gonna have to pull up a map. We spent a whole
I
day
don't
there.
feel so bad.
Yeah, we spent a whole day there on one of the cruises, and I was just like, okay, I could stay here because it is way down, way down, way down.
Oh, Martha. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on a second. Let's see. Gotta remember how to do this. Oh
Uh
no.
oh, trying
I can't
something
remember.
new.
No, the Christmas card. We will put it on
Oh,
Facebook, on my Facebook page, because I don't know it off the top of my head. I know the suite number. It's 369, but I can't remember the rest of it. I will get Kilmer or 1R to put that on the website because I am really dyslexic and I don't want to give you the wrong address.
and you could do that.
Are there any Greek
Oh,
gods who wrote books? I don't know. Maybe. I won't say never because I don't know. I swore I was never going to write sticks ever, ever, ever. And we have sticks. So I don't know. The only thing I can say for a fact is I know Apollo will not. There's no, especially after going back through Ash and Sticks, that he's unredeemable. Yeah,
it's a
I
little place
believe
east of Puerto
him.
Rico.
Oh,
There,
okay.
I found it. Yeah.
Ah. Oh, wait. Wait, now that
Yes.
you said that, I think I do know where that is. I wanna go to Easter Island, that's my big Easter Island and Antarctica are my bucket list.
I would love to go to Easter Island.
Let's
Excuse
go.
me. Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Your cruise got canceled, let's go.
That's a thought.
Let's go. Boys.
That's a thought. Whew.
I know. Can you believe it's already been an hour?
No, really? Oh, it has. Oh my
It
goodness.
has. I know.
Hmm.
It went fast. It went really fast.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
So many
Okay.
things.
Now you're being quiet.
Was it so many things? Oh, because now I'm just catching up. Now they're popping in, popping in,
Oh,
popping in. I'm
I
just like,
know. Yeah, right?
no.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you did the
Next
dear
week,
bot?
we're gonna have fun. What are we gonna talk about next week? Do we know? We didn't know what we were talking about
No.
this week, so
That's right. We let y'all kind of like push us in the direction you need.
that is true. That is true. I always look forward to this. It's so good to connect with
Oh.
you guys live. Live. Facebook is okay, but you respond and then yeah, it's not as interactive. So I like doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you guys. I'm so glad y'all joined us
Yeah, really.
to
It's almost
hear,
Christmas.
Carol, to hear about
Everybody.
Carol the gangster,
That's right. Gangsta me.
my gangster friend.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. It was just crazy. It was just crazy. The
Oh my
things you do and
God.
the things you get away with and stuff happens when you're a kid, you know,
I know,
stuff.
right?
It's all fodder for the writing machine. It is.
It really is. But anyhow,
Yep.
I love you guys. We will be back next week to answer
Should be
questions.
same time next week. Yep.
God
Yep.
willing, and the creek don't rise or the tornado knock my house off the map. So, yeah, same bad
Yeah, I was up
time.
this morning at 5 o'clock, I think, watching to see because some
Mm.
stuff had started up here, and I was like, just waiting.
Oh
But it
my,
finally blew through, and I was like,
thunder.
okay, I'm going to bed.
We had that thunder rumble through, and the dog. Oh, I'm sorry, cat. The dog. I failed the barnyard animal test.
Me, I was just waiting for trees to fall on the house. That wind
Oh, I
hit the side
know.
of the house, and I'm thinking it just shuddered. And I was like, oh,
God. Oh,
crazy,
you
crazy
see the
stuff.
giant trees around us.
Mm-hmm.
So far, they've only
Exactly.
hit the driveway, which is good. May they continue to do so, but not a car. So, but anyway, thank you guys.
Yeah, we'll
Mwah.
see y'all.
Love you.
Be careful
Absolutely
Christmas
love you.
shopping. Enjoy.
Remember, there are people out there like Carol. No, I'm kidding.
Love y'all. Love y'all.
Mwah. Y'all take
See you
care.
next week, guys. All righty. Happy holidays.